What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Rage Baiting with Spider-Man. Today we get toxic. We're going to be typing a Bully Maguire quote after every elimination. If you do enjoy this video and you want to see more, I actually had so much fun recording this that I got enough footage for another video. So if we can get 3,000 likes whenever this video hits 3K, I will end up posting the rest of the footage for the next part. So make sure you guys hit that like button. But jumping into it, the first target that we have here is the Moon Knight. And you'll see in the chat after every elimination, I just type a different quote. I try to do ones that make sense. Oh, man. Yo, Thor, chill. I tried to destroy the rocket beacon. The Thor saw me and he wasn't happy. And you're going to realize that like throughout the whole game, he's going to be chasing me while I'm also rage baiting this Moon Knight. So after I went ahead and eliminated him, he quickly made the swap to Scarlet Witch. Usually I ban more, so they'll go for the Scarlet Witch. That's like the next best option for a lot of players. Yo, Thor! Once again, that Thor was all over me. Any chance that he got, he would start chasing me. The Scarlet Witch, it got pretty hard to get her because she's now regrouped with the team. And she tried to ult here. Thankfully, I was able to cancel it, but I wasn't able to do anything else. So I finally found the Scarlet Witch getting jumped by my team, and I finished her off, sent her back to the spawn, typed in the chat, told him good riddance, and now we're gonna actually try to hold him here in the spawn because they're a little further away with the point, and now I have a little more time to get more 1v1 situations against him. So I was able to quickly eliminate him. He didn't expect it that first time there. I typed, and I kid you not, that is literally one of Bully Maguire's quotes, "You're trash." So that's probably my favorite one because it triggers them. And then after I eliminated him again, I typed, and then just look at his POV. He doesn't really know what to do other than just go invisible, try to avoid me. And I try to be very aggressive against Scarlet Witches because the longer you fight them, the more damage they deal because of that aimbot beam that they have. So you got to try and push and end it as quick as possible. And that's what I tried to do every single time. Now at this point, this guy is literally going through it. Anytime he sees me, I eliminate him, I type it, I send him something in the chat. He tries to regroup with the team, he tries to ignore me at some point, but it's just never enough and I'm always there on him. And then you'll see in the chat, it's just flooded with messages from me. He's not even replying. One of his teammates said, I wish he had a DPS. So it looks like now they're starting to complain about their Scarlet Witch. Oh my god, if I die,
gonna get sticky.
I was having so much fun with the Scarlet Witch that I didn't even play the objective at any point throughout this game. I felt full confidence in my team. I also had my ult, which I would save just in case they needed help, but then this happened.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
I fat-fingered that. I fat-fingered that ult. I swear to God, I didn't mean to, guys. I swear to God, I didn't mean to. I'm not that bad. And here comes Thor. Here comes Thor. So after that disappointment, the Thor decided to come and help out the Scarlet Witch. And I'm still typing in the chat, the Thor, he wants me. And it's a good thing because if he's focusing me, there's two people focusing me, including their tanks. And that will help my team defend the point even better. Wait, she died still. She died still. Although the Scarlet Witch finally ended up eliminating me, thankfully my Bucky was right there behind and he traded me off and sent her right back to the spawn. So because of that, I was able to try and push towards the spawn, but at the same time, why are you yapping? I was eliminated because she got back with the team.
Clear winner.
Back in the swing.
Now, overtime had activated. Everyone was playing with each other. There was really no more of a reason to rage bait. I did eliminate him, but instead of going towards the spawn, I just felt like it would be a better idea to stick around, eliminate some of the healers, and then once I'm guaranteeing that we can actually win this, maybe I'll try to go for him again. So I did have my ult this time, and I wanted to make sure that I actually used it correctly. So we did get 2 kills from that. The Scarlet Witch came back through a portal. I targeted her again just to try and make sure that I send this guy out before he does anything, uses ult, or kill a bunch of us. And that is how we ended up winning, or at least defending round number 1.
Solo heal?
Yeah.
Now, the guy wasn't responding, so during halftime, I tried to bait it out. Maybe some of his teammates try to get him to switch off DPS or tell him get off DPS or start some form of an argument. But instead, he was on Moon Knight, so he was definitely, like, he felt like, okay, I could go back to Moon Knight on this side of things. I eliminated him, sent the message in the chat, and you'll see here, right after he dies, he makes the swap and he goes right back to Scarlet Witch as if that was countering or doing anything. But sent them right back to the spawn again. And now I'm literally out of quotes. I don't even know what to type anymore. So I'm just typing easy, yawn. I'm trying to see if I can get a reaction out of him. Even though he's playing like he doesn't want to win anymore, he's not saying anything. So I don't know if the Ragebait is actually working or if this guy's just not playing the greatest this game. Although we were trying to Ragebait him, it seemed like the teammates ended up catching the bait because then they started going into the chat typing. Some of them seemed to have stopped trying and playing the game all in general. Report Scarlet.
Did it hit the spot?
Just feed Spider-Man. Wait, that guy was one shot. They're not even healing him anymore. You also notice from his POV that the team is not even playing. There's Phoenix's AFK typing.
12 and 17? That's wild.
Now, we had 4 minutes while we're in the final stretch. There's only a couple more feet that we have to bring this. So I'm like, okay, maybe we could get a couple more eliminations. I'm looking for the Scarlet, and I just couldn't find them. And then I realized something. Oh, he switched to Captain America. It took him all game to finally switch. Oh, man. Now, the only way that I can kill this Captain America now is if I use my ult, or unless he was 1 HP, but it didn't seem like he was too low. So I ended up using my ult. It broke his shield, and we were able to eliminate him. There was a couple of others still on the point, so we went for them, cleared them out, and now we pretty much ended up securing the W just like that. I almost forgot to type the last message of the game, but that is how we ended up getting the victory against him. Now, we didn't get any comments from him. He didn't really say anything. It was just complaints from his teammates saying his stats are terrible and all of that. And although the guy was trying the entire game, it seems like we're the only ones that knew about that. And just from their eyes, seeing his stats, it looked like maybe he was purposefully just walking out and throwing on purpose. And the guy was even saying, what do you gain out of feeding on purpose? So he truly believed the guy was throwing. But those were the stats of that game. Now, jumping into game number 2, these were the bans that we had. We instantly spot an Iron Man, and I automatically now know that this is going to be the target for the rest of the game, mainly because he's a flyer. That's an easy target, someone to go for. I didn't know what the other DPS was, but chances are they're not going to be easier to kill than Iron Man. I thought I killed him, bro. I looked away thinking I killed him. So after I had to fall back a couple of times because they just kept healing him, I finally got an opportunity to get the elimination. It sent him to the spawn, and so now we could actually begin the rage baiting. So you'll see here there's no rocket beacon or anything like that to save him and bring him back to life. So I typed in the chat, and then I ignored this person that I saw walking out of the spawn, and then I went over there and I waited for him.
Please, that's not my job.
And stay down.
Now, I did also notice one thing. There is a Namor Hulk combo that is on the point, and I feel like going over there to the point is not going to really help my team out because I'm just going to end up dying, and then the Iron Man is going to be able to save himself. So I wanted to hold off just a little bit, see if the team could handle it without me helping them, and then I was just gonna focus on this Iron Man here, and he just kept on coming out and feeding me. So you'll see here he doesn't even care anymore. It doesn't seem like he's looking around. He's just flying straight at me, getting eliminated, and then he went AFK for a little bit. I wasn't entirely sure if he was gonna swap characters, if he was typing. Did he decide to quit at this point?
Why the hell are you Spider-Manning with Canvas Squid? Kinda goated.
Fight for the good guys next time.
Now, the crazy part is it's still very early in the game, but this guy just keeps coming out, getting eliminated. It seems like he's not swapping. He doesn't care. And I'm starting to run out of things that I can even type and say anymore to him. I also have my ult, but I don't even need to use it against him. So I'm still holding on to that, and I want to use it on the enemy team and maybe focus their healers if my team is still struggling by, say, around like the 1 minute mark.
something, please?
Now, he said that my team is still going to win. He had a point because my team wasn't moving the point at all. And then one of my teammates also asked for help. So after that elimination, I was like, I got a couple of seconds. I could go over here, try and help the team out, at least get one of the healers out. So that's who I decided to ult. And now that Iron Man was gone, Jeff was gone, I was like, okay, this should be enough for them to do something. And then as soon as I popped up, you guys saw that Namor, he was just destroying and beaming me. Then the Iron Man, he was coming out. I sent him back to the spawn. I didn't even know what to type, just typed easy. Helped clear out the point to make sure that we can actually get this first one. And then once we got that, I realized that my team may need a little bit more help than I thought that they would. So I was going to stick around a little bit longer. And then at the same time, the Iron Man is also regrouped with his team, so killing him wouldn't be as easy anymore. So I was just going to try to go around and then wait for an opportunity. I then found one because my cloak ended up ulting, and then I eliminated the Iron Man, and I was like, there's no way my team loses in a cloak ult, right? And then they're also missing a player, so let me go push this Iron Man and then keep him in the spawn.
What are you guys doing?
Stay down, will ya?
Now, this first time, this is where the point has actually changed, so maybe he wasn't expecting me here. I got the elimination. He didn't even really try to fight back. He just went ahead and died. And now it looks like he just fully gave up.
You'll be all right.
Oh, yeah.
Someday.
I think he
No,
gave
man,
up.
can you stop to Punisher, please?
He gave up. He would come out of the spawn and do absolutely nothing. He also had his ult. That's my biggest fear, because with an Iron Man having his ult, he can literally cancel any of the healer ults, for example, Cloak and Dagger. I continued being toxic, typing anything that I possibly could, because I'm literally out of things to say that I was using from like the little notepad that I had using Bully Maguire quotes. And so I'm telling him to come out of the spawn and do something. I realized my team, they also needed a lot of help. So once I end up falling back, getting some heals, I was like, all right, I have my ult. Let me use it, try to get some of their healers. I focused on the Jeff. I ended up getting him. I had to fall back. They also were getting pushed and dove by a Namor.
Bro, nobody's shooting down Namor.
Got him. Now at this point, I have fully eliminated the Iron Man, the Jeff, as well as the Namor. So this was like a 3v6 situation. We should be able to push this, right? And then I also went towards the back just to make sure that maybe Iron Man wasn't coming out, or Jeff. And then I did see Jeff. Bro, how are we gonna lose this, bro? Please, for the love of God, no. I'm trying to... At this point, I don't even care about rage baiting anymore. I am just trying to help my team push this point because we have barely moved it anything. I mean, obviously, if I see the Iron Man, I'm going to try to target him because he is one of the easiest people to kill. And so I'm just going for anyone that I can. I saw Cloak and Dagger. She got a little low. Wasn't able to kill her because she got protected by the hole. So I had to fall back. And then I also noticed just the Namor trying to dive the team. The Iron Man was still there. I tried to go for him. Unfortunately, that is how the first round came to a conclusion. Yo, I don't know, bro. I literally don't know, bro. Oh my God. Now I'm starting to feel like maybe all that karma from all the past toxic typing videos that we've done is starting to catch up, because the guy with 2 kills is basically winning right now. And he blocked it. This guy is so weird. What the hell? Now, you'll notice that they did make some swaps. In this case, there was a completely different person on Iron Man now. Now, Iron Man's still a pretty easy target. That's why I would go for him, and I still was focusing him. But the guy that we were originally rage baiting, he ended up going on Cloak and Dagger now. So even though he wasn't playing that good, he still wants to win the game, and he decided to go Cloak and Dagger. And then I'm still trying to type, because that's the whole point, right? We type after every elimination. Then the more trying to flank the team. Had to let him know that I'm no longer going to let him do that. And although I want to rage bait, there's really no time to do anything like that anymore. I saw that there was a Jeff, eliminated him. The original person is the Cloak and Dagger, but when I did try to go for him, there was just no opportunity because the Hulk was protecting. Once again, Namor's trying to flank my team, and apparently he was causing havoc before, so that's why I have to make sure that I just don't let him do that, or else he's just going to clear out the healers and they're not going to be able to defend. And so I also typed once again. Now, I did see the Cloak and Dagger, and I was like, okay, let me just hit them with the solo ult, and it did not work. Okay, at least we got armor. That was a completely unintentional target, but at least the ult didn't go to waste, and we were still able to get someone. Now, once again, I was still trying to focus that Cloak because I didn't forget about him, and he just, every single way that he could get away from me, he did. and I had to fall back. I had 17 HP, and I just had to get out of that situation. Now, I came back again. We're in the Luna ult now. I was like, okay, this time I'm actually going to beat him. Here's one. Here comes his teammates to protect him and save him. Thankfully, someone else traded him out. I come back again. They had already captured the point by now.
Bro, why is nobody healing me, bro? What is this? Three healers?
He won the game and he's so happy.
Oh my god, bro. Get off rank.
Final score 1-2-2.
Oh. He had 13 deaths. Oh my god. Now, judging from those stats, I probably picked the wrong person to go for. Maybe the Namor is someone I should have focused instead of the Iron Man. I thought that the Iron Man would, you know, wreak havoc upon my team. But anyways, now we jump into game number 3. And this is actually a game that I really had fun playing. Now, on this map, I usually start by going all the way around, and then I just watch them from the top to see if there's someone that I should target. So just to eye and pick out who I want to go for. Now, there's someone above me, and I'm hearing this noise, and I look up, and this guy, he popped out through a crack. I didn't even know this was a thing. I didn't even know that you could shoot through that. And then I eliminated him, and then I was just like, what the heck was that? I didn't even type a Bully Maguire code. I just laughed because I was so confused at what he was trying to do. I think he had like a little peephole where he was gonna try and target my teammates and shoot them through there, but he ended up getting stuck and I was able to get that kill. And he basically typed saying, you know, I'm stuck. So I waited for him to come out of the spawn, and I was like, you know what? How about we target this guy now? And he's on Psylocke. I'm pretty sure I can handle a Psylocke. He went invisible, but we were still able to get that down smash on him. So he has the team up, he has all these different abilities, and he tried to use all of them, but every single time he did, he ended up getting eliminated. Now, I went off script here, didn't type Bully Maguire quotes, but I typed something else. But I was like, this is definitely a guy that we could target, and we're going to stay focusing on him. And now that his entire team is like on the point fighting, and I was able to get an early elimination on him, I can have a lot of fun just keeping him here in the spawn, and there won't be any disruptions. Now, unlike the Iron Man from the last game that we had, this guy is definitely trying to kill me. He's using every single ability and cooldown that he has, including the team-ups, but it just isn't enough for him. And then I'm also playing around health packs because I know that a Psylocke could hit a pretty crazy deadly combo on me, and so I was just going to try and avoid that. Ended up getting one of the luckiest uppercuts that I've ever gotten. He was completely invisible, but I just guessed where he would probably be running towards his team, and then I was able to get him. Now, I went towards the top. It looked like he made a swap now, and he was on Black Widow. I got a little scared because Black Widows could hit their shots, and then I ulted. I'm not gonna lie, that's also a mistake because a Black Widow can cancel your ult, but in this case, it didn't seem like he knew how to play her.
Ready to put on a show.
So after that, he popped up. He wanted to follow a different strategy where he would go around. Imagine. Oh my god, imagine. I went for the pull, and if I was good, I would have gotten that. That would have been so crazy. But I got the heal before he was able to, and then I was able to finish him off, send him back to the spawn before his teammates, who are now starting to spawn in, could help him out. And that way, they either stick around and waste their time trying to protect him, or they could go on and then leave him. So now I went back to the Bully Maguire codes. He also switched to Spider-Man. I guess his idea was, okay, if I can't use Psylocke or Black Widow, I'm going to try to diff him on Spider-Man. And I was able to eliminate him. But he did almost get me. He got me very low. He almost got me. And he was like, you're playing Spider-Man. He's so mad. Now, he started just spamming his swings, trying to go all the way around, avoid me at any cost. It didn't even seem like he was going for health packs. He was just swinging to swing. But once I finally caught him, I pulled over there to him, and then I eliminated him. But then, she put me to sleep. Now, for the first time this entire game, the Spider-Man has now been able to regroup with his team. Now, I saw that there was a tank on the site, and instead of going for Spider-Man, I went for her to just pull her off the map. Now, you'll notice something funny because she ended up getting pulled off the map, but as soon as she got pulled off, he's trying to target me. As soon as he saw me pull her off, he was like, nope, I don't want to deal with Spider-Man anymore, and then he went for my Luna. At this point, I think the guy is just happy to be out of his spawn, so he's just flying all around the map. I'm trying to target him, and now he doesn't even really want to fight back. He's just running away and trying to go for health packs. And even here, where he ended up tagging me, I fell back. I'm thinking maybe he's going to push towards me, and he turned around and ran. He knew not to come near me. Now, it was full overtime between both of our teams, 99-99. I spotted the Spider-Man, got rid of him. We did end up getting the point, and I wanted to type real quick before we continued the fight. I tried to do what I could, didn't really do enough. My team ended up destroying them. Oh, he went back to Psylocke. Anyways, now we were going on into round number 2. He did make that switch to Psylocke last second, so it looks like that's the character he's most comfortable with. Let's see if they put him on healer duty or anything like that. And so he comes out, goes directly for me, tries to hide behind his team, but I was able to get rid of him and send him back to the spawn. Also had a message to type for him, let him know I'm about to put dirt in his eyes. And then this is his POV. So he tries to fall back. I don't know if he's trying to get a heal or what. I waited for him outside his spawn. Ended up wasting my pull, but I waited until it got cooled down, still trying to target and tag him occasionally, and he was going for the health pack. So he went right past the Luna to get the health pack, wasn't even able to grab it, and then he ended up getting killed. Now, the thing is, I was going to say a Bully Maguire quote, but then I saw the scoreboard, and the guy was 2-11, and it's not every day I rage bait someone, and they have stats like these, so
2-11 is crazy.
someone in the other team's chat said, I can't believe my teammate is actually falling for the rage bait. They all just ulted in there. Oh my god. Now, I went in there ulting thinking that maybe the Psylocke was in there, and it happened to be so many healers, and thankfully, at least they all wasted their healer ult. Now, Psylocke had the idea of going to my spawn, and then she ended up ulting, and it was an ult that didn't really kill anyone, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna use this opportunity to maybe bait out the teammates, because one of their teammates started typing, and it seems like they're irritated with him. So I was like, guys, your Psylocke literally just ulted absolutely no one, and even though she did ult the Hulk, but she still wasn't able to eliminate him. So I'm just trying to mess around, and he's already angry. Like, the guy's typing, you're not good, bro, and I could tell he's irritated, but he's not giving up. So he has like 2 kills, like 2 and 15 or whatever he is, and he's still not quitting. So at the same time, I'm like, maybe his teammates will end up giving up if I can, you know, let them know that their Psylocke is throwing the game, basically. And so I'm messing around with him. I then end up running away from him. I really didn't want him to get any form of kills on me, and I didn't want to give him any satisfaction, and I knew that would trigger him. He's so bad. Now, I did still focus him and try to target him any chance that I could, and as you saw here, I did a little bit of damage, just ran away, and then I was like, yo, Psylocke, lock in, bro. And it was like, by this time, the game was already over, but I was just trying to irritate and annoy him as much as I could. So the enemy team made a last-ditch effort to basically just try to teleport into the point and then try to secure, drop all their ult, and do what they could. And then at the same time, Nathan is sitting in the spawn, typing out saying you decided to rage bait the best player on the team, and that's why you ended up winning and all of that. And so I'm still going along with it. I'm like, guys, is this true? Is he the best player on your team? Just trying to get a reaction and see what the enemy team would say. But these are the stats. He ended up going 2-12 the entire game. So we ended up getting a fully successful game after what ended up happening the game before that. And then they also had a couple of things to say in the chat. Many people were not very happy with Nathan and the way that he performed. But anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. 3,000 likes and I will have a part 2 of this video go up. So make sure you guys hit that like button. But hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back again. Peace.